Well, it's just frustrating.
But
And at this
you
point, I don't
accept
even know. I don't even know if I'm
it's
back.
if it doesn't work. So you're back, but the game's not there. So your little banners are there. Your image of yourself is there. The game's not.
It's being a butt. Yeah, thanks. Cope with it.
Why don't you try? So in the game itself, you can change it from like border, full screen, borderless window, or bordered window, or whatever. You can see if changing that makes a difference.
I'll try. Options.
And then set it to whatever you do.
Well, there, now you guys can see it.
No.
No, I mean, it just appeared on my thing.
Okay, yep.
I don't know what it doesn't seem to me like it seems to me like it's not sitting right in the window, but
Did you do borderless
no, it's just the way it's sitting in the way it's sitting. Yeah, see, when I stretch it to screen, it doesn't show nearly as much of the game. Like the game is going way beyond. I think I'm just going to delete this element and add a new one.
Yeah. If it's
nothing like
if the resolutions are mismatched, it would make a difference.
I don't really know. Let's try.
Did you do borderless window, or what did you do?
I did window.
Yeah. Window is a variable resolution.
Capture specific window, endless space 2. There. Now, put it at the bottom, because it needs to be under everything else. Well, for those of you who wanted to know what it's like to stream
a game that you've not really played before, and let alone streamed.
I mean, people do this on stream all the time, play games.
That looks like it works.
Well, hopefully. I actually do have a picture of me doing a similar face. Okay, so now that we are finally back in the game. I got to think about this. What am I supposed to do? Oh, these are my planets.
Yeah, you haven't been playing
the tutorial.
The tutorial all morning.
So let's cue some research. I mean, it's a familiar. The interface is familiar enough.
Okay, yeah, because it's still an endless game. That's why I did the expert tutorial.
I think I have it set on that too, but I don't know if it's the same in multiplayer. We have a hero.
No, I mean like I'm doing a tutorial game, not.
Yeah, I
get
get.
The tutorial turned on with the game itself.
Yeah, I think I remember doing that briefly at your house, but and I played it a little bit last year. Masters of Science.
Rocky home world of with glittering metropolises and great works of engineering that proclaim their genius. As the
Yes, I can.
of the triumvirate, you face a future full of risks and challenges. But hey, that's where the fun is. more great discoveries.
Oh, I need to remember not to start. I already did. I need to not. I don't know.
There you go.
I was going to say I need to not start exploring, but I don't know.
Here's my ship. So in my own system here, I have multiple planets, looks like. I'm already on this one, and I can colonize this one, it looks like. Oh, it's already colonized.
That's what it
This
says.
one's-
Well, the system is colonized. Just something prevents us at the very, very outset of the game. Something prevents us from establishing a second colony in the same system. We should be able to later on.
It's this. So the ship is here. Where's that? The system is already colonized. Well, let's go here. That means it's going to take 2 turns to get there. Apparently they wanted to send... apparently the colony ship didn't want to go with the fleet. And it's like, we're too good for you.
You have to merge them.
And what do we have here?
If they're in the same location, then you can merge them.
A solar nebula.
And then, oh, I know what it is. No, to establish another colony in the same system, you have to do it from the system's production queue.
Ah, is that it?
So if you click on the system,
Click on the
there'll be a
system.
colonized flag.
Oh, down here, the production queue.
Yeah, so rather than in a building where you see the planets, there's a flag underneath your colonizable planet.
Yeah.
And if you click on the flag, it'll throw something in your production queue to colonize that planet.
Yep. It's
Yeah.
5 turns. So that queue is very similar to the Endless Legend one.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. It looks like I picked a good spot for me in terms of where I am on the screen. I knew I didn't want to put myself kind of center because I remembered that this game had stuff in the center.
Yeah.
That the Endless style series likes to do that. Unlike Civ, where you can put yourself in the center and it's fairly good.
Mm-hmm.
Cerebral reality. Drone network. So food and production gain, science. We'll put that in. Then that. Plus 10 science per. Yeah, we'll put that in there. Queue things up. Ah, yes, the wonders. Cannot afford the resource. It's because I don't have the resources. It looks like the resources are the same as they are in the in the Endless Legend one.
There are others like super spuds, antimatter. Looks like, I mean, there's a lot of other ones, but it looks like they carry some over.
He's gonna have to stay assigned to a system. Here. Yeah, we'll put you there for now, because the fleet left without you. We have discovered a nebula.
A nebula?
A nebula. A disc-shaped cloud of gas and dust. Sorry, tried to hold it in. Okay, so there, I ended my turn. So at this point, I don't even know what it was that worked. Whether it was changing how it was feeding into OBS or just tuning the settings down or what. I'm just glad it's working. I was looking forward to playing this. Because I've been considering playing this on my own for a while, but it's always more fun to play a game like this with other people. It's a black hole. We have found a black hole. Go this way. The device actually tells me, take a break to pee. So, doesn't look like we can go in this direction at all. That's a dead end. Black hole discovered, so let's go back this way. I'm wondering if this is going to be like Stellaris, where you have to go scan. If you go scan the system and you then understand, because in Stellaris you have to send the science ship there.
Yeah.
To know what resources.
General, no. However, there's anomalies. They're pretty common.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of like you have to send a hero if you're ever to like explore relics or temples or whatever.
You're not wrong, Cope, with it. It was definitely blue. I mean, that's not a black hole.
Okay, so if
the accretion disk is.
Yeah.
The black hole itself was, and that looks more like a sun as opposed to a nebula.
Well, yeah. So beyond within the event horizon, visible light, we can't see color because the visible light's not escaping.
I understand how it works.
Disk, is it common for accretion disks to appear blue? I
think it just depends on the type of energy. It is very pretty. Graphically, ooh, let's see. So Brachia, small lava, inhospitable.
For now.
Brachia 3, small ash, inhospitable. High in production.
Yeah, so I think there is like exploration ships you can make.
Colonizable.
Your heroes or those exploration ships. Like anything that can carry probes pretty much can explore the anomalies.
So we have...
that system has 2 anomalies on 2 planets and 1 anomaly on 1 planet.
Ooh, so pretty.
From your ship, like from your hero,
cutscene. Okay, it's over.
From your hero, you get 1 probe every turn or 1 probe every 2 turns. But if you have a probe available, then your hero has an option to explore anomalies.
To answer your question, Blunders, yes, I have that. I got it for a couple of reasons. I wanted the experimental side of it, of being able to play with it and see what making star systems would be like. And honestly, it was more for the creative. Like if I'm going to be writing stories out in space, having fun creating my own worlds, using that, certain circumstances would be fun. So I got it, and I thought also my daughter would enjoy it. I turned it on and played with it a little bit. It was real. I did the tutorials and watched the things happen. It was pretty darn cool.
There was a game that came out.
Technology.
In 2004.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to see a demo of before it came out. And 2004, what is that, 15 years ago? Obviously, at a date now. But at the time, Nexus, the Jupiter incident, was just phenomenally beautiful in terms of any space exploration, space activity.
Yeah, I'll do botanical scanning. So we now have intense cultivation and sustainable farms. And from botanical scanning, we'll get ultra greenhouses and intense cultivation logistics. So, those who are watching, are you familiar with the Endless series? I watch a YouTuber who makes really great informational videos about space with it. Sure, please send me his name. By the way, I don't need to see myself on this. There. Sorry, I still had the editor up because I was messing with the game. So, I don't need to see myself. Okay, so the Endless series, the way they do their research, let me get back in here, the way they do their research is they break it up into 4 quadrants. So you got science and exploration, military, empire development, and economy trade. So, and Most of them have one, some of them have, and most of them have two, some of them have three things that you get as a result of completing the research in it. And once you get a certain, I think this will be the same.
I think you have to have 50% of any given level, 50% or more of the text in that level research to unlock the next one.
Yeah, so you go. So I've done. So I've done what 50%. I did. There's 2 in this one, and then that allowed me to open up the next level. So this one I'll have to do 2 of the 4 before it goes to the level.
Oh, here we go. No, yeah. Okay, so that the different levels.
Actually, it looks like
you have 1 researched, 2 researched, 3 researched in that quadrant. So once you have a 4th researched in that quadrant, then the next level will open up, and then a 5th.
Because I'll say I can actually reach all the way up to the 4th right now.
Yeah, because that one is a little different than Endless Legend.
Yeah, well, and also there was ages in that one. Remember, so you'd get so many done in one age, and then you could go on to the next age. So you'd get a whole nother sphere like this one, just right over to the right. So you could go back and forth depending on what you wanted to work on.
And those vertical and horizontal lines, so the center of each quadrant is still the same thing as it was in Endless Legend. It's a wonder that gets unlocked.
So in this case, it's the Endless Research Park and Endless World. And then over here, it's not unlocked yet because I haven't gone that way yet. So right now I'm focusing over here because the thing suggested it. But I want to work over here too.
Well, it has a suggestion in all the quadrants.
Yeah.
So each quadrant has a suggested.
Wave function control is the one it's suggesting here, which would give me optics research labs and colonize ice. So it'll give me the ability to terraform and colonize planets. I think I'll do that after. What is this one giving me that I just switched to? Botanical scanning. It's going to take... How many turns? Where is it on here? It's usually, normally it says 4 turns. Looks like. Oh, wait a minute. I unqueued. So right up here, top left under the research queue, it says 4 turns for that one. If I were to look at, say, this one, the other suggested one, that's queued up second.
Like
19 turns.
The endless gameplay mechanics better than the civilization mechanics in terms of how 4K works. Then I got like Master of Orion 2 better as well. But the historical context
you don't have that. It was like trying to play like Civilization Beyond Earth. What that game lacked was all of that history, which is why you were playing it. You just didn't have that connection.
Yeah.
So it looks like, unlike Stellaris, where you could click on a planet and have each individual planet do.
This is a system-based management.
This is system-based management, where you could go in and have. Well, not so much system-based management, but the whole. You remember how you could have your production, your research, but then you had your planets each developing their own things there because you had the ground to manage.
That's what I mean. Is rather than a planet management, this is a system management.
Let the ships move. Ooh. What have we here? The asteroid field. 25% extra experience on fleet. Okay, so my turn's over.
So there's still spheres of influence.
Mm-hmm.
Some things like that.
I see your whisper there, Blunder. Thank you.
You'll only get their bonus if you have... If that's within your sphere of influence.
Okay. Running an empire is a large, complex, time-consuming operation. No duh. This has been an inconvenient...
Somebody already discovered the academy. It's like turn 3.
Who?
Maybe 4. Oh, it's turn 5. But still, that's super quick.
Somebody discovered the academy? Sorry, I'm looking at the Solo Quest. Chapter 1. What a good idea. This has been an inconvenient truth since the dawn of Sophanity. One of the few drawbacks to living in a civilization as cosmopolitan, prosperous, and brilliant as ours. One always finds oneself straining for the next yawn-inducing thing. People to meet, things to do, star systems to conquer. It's enough to make one hang up one's hoverboard. One solution to this problem was posed by Ahrar Needham, the proctor of future research at Rawab University. Why not get some of the stupider peoples to do it? Surely there is a sub-Sophon somewhere who actually enjoys this endless drudgery, but the extensive and immediate ridicule she received was sufficient to change her tune. Why not, she then proposed acerbically, just get an AI to do it then. The genius of this idea could not be understated. The movement gained immediate traction in the High Caucasus. Budgets were allocated, the finest minds assigned to the project, and in a matter of months, the Enhanced Neuroflexible Entity Research, INFER, project was launched. Now, just a few short years later, we are ready for the final touches. Tighten the bolts and raise your receptacle, Sophons, with Infer finally a golden age is upon us. Because building an AI never goes wrong. Ever. Clearly, they just haven't watched any movies. So, Infer is watching, win 3 battles with Sophon fleets, take your exploratory fleets and discover 50% of the galaxy's systems. Raise your relationship with the minor civ to 90 or higher. I guess I'm going to go with the Sophon free move. It's a support module. I guess I'm going to go with that one. It's just exploring.
Is it the reward that you like the best?
Of them, yeah. The Academy has been discovered by an unknown empire. Is that a wonder?
No, it's the faculty for recruiting heroes. If you're the one who discovers the Academy, then you can just recruit from there directly. The rest of us have to build embassies to the Academy.
Cope with it. If that thought process counts as genius, I wonder what counts as stupid in this universe. I'm sure we will find out. Oh, your people? Yeah.
Industrial militants. It's a monarchy.
Alright, do we go right or do we go left? Well, let's go left.
It's a democratic monarchy.
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird.
What do we have here? Kraz, huge lava, inhospitable. Outstanding in production. Kraz 2, inhospitable. Anomaly. Anomaly? But this one we can colonize once we have the right technology. Oh, nice. Control click to find the technology. Oh, it's not very far down. So it would not take much to be able to colonize that one. I like it. It's good, it's good. It stopped raining. I'm set. Okay, so...
It stopped raining outside.
Yeah, I like it when it rains. Send them this way. End turn. Sorry, I don't mean to keep you waiting.
No, you're fine. Like I said, I've been playing the tutorial all morning, so...
Yeah, I was not. I was listening to a little old lady talk about getting hit by a car while she was walking. Sweet old lady. Very sweet old lady. She was very nice. She was always telling me exactly what I needed to know in that thing. I was like, oh, how do you spell that? She would just spell it. I wasn't actually talking to her. I should state this is a recording. I was transcribing. I got a little distracted this morning, so I wasn't as efficient, but I still got 21 pages done. My minimum goal for the day is 15. Secondary goal is 20. Optimal goal, 30. So, not too bad. What is this? What is this? QR32, Collapsing Star, a short-lived star that has reached the end of its 10 million year lifespan. As it dies, a massive explosion ejects solar material out of its core at incredible speeds. At a safe distance, a collapsing star looks bright and beautiful. Nice. This game is very pretty. Remind me when we're done to look up. Like, I'm sure somebody else has had issues streaming this game. so I can look it up and see if maybe they've got optimal settings. Because clearly the settings of the game was what was causing the problem. Oh, I don't need economy scan. Yeah, isn't that nice? That is very...
So still, you need to explore the anomalies.
Well, yeah, but my hero is back at the thing. I'm just kind of flying around.
Oh, okay.
Seeing what's in my local neighborhood. I'm assuming, is this... So Stellaris, you could have different technologies. So you could have some people who are tied to hyperlanes and then other people who weren't, like, because they had warp. And then they had gate technology also. So is this like that, or is everybody tied to the same lanes?
Everybody's tied... Everybody has the same limitations. So it's neither. It's not any of the options that you suggested. Everybody is tied to the same restrictions. Technology progression allows for other forms of interstellar travel.
Okay.
So to start, yes, you're restricted to hyperlanes.
But later we could learn something else.
Correct.
Basically, I don't have to worry about somebody coming at my little thing that only has the 3 lanes coming to it, with one of them leading to a dead-end star. I essentially only have one direct route out right now. And I'm way out here on the edge of the galaxy. It's so pretty.
Would you zoom out so I can see?
I have zoomed out.
Okay,
You'll see.
I have a delay.
Yeah, you'll see. I'm way over to the left of center.
I am upward and to the right of you.
Cool. I'll find you eventually.
Mm-hmm. We are not far from each other, actually.
Yes, finish your turn. We're waiting on you.
Okay, how much have I bothered you about that?
That's why I said it.
But
yeah, I'm feeling like it right now. It annoys me how easily frustrated I get by these things.
yeah, but
I should have a higher patience threshold for these things, and I don't. And I used to, and I don't anymore. And it's really, really... I don't want to say it's disappointing, but it's frustrating.
Yeah, I used to have an incredible stress tolerance, and now it's non-existent.
Yep. Okay, Omdor 1, large gas form, inhospitable. 2 anomalies. Omdor 2, medium ice, inhospitable. 1 anomaly. Omdor 3, unknown ruins curiosity. Omdor 4, Bupkis, just science. Cool. So eventually I could colonize some of these. I like that it tells you that you could, and you just need to control click and it takes you right to the technology that you need. I like that connection to the... that's something I wish... You don't think about it when you're playing these games, but that's something that I wish they had in Civ sometimes. But I'm not sure how they would integrate it into Civ. But the ability to connect something to technology that you're researching.
Civilopedia has all of that information.
This is true. I do like their Civilopedia. It is really good. New luxury resource discovered. We found mold. We have mold, people. We have mold. Intern. Research completed. Botanical scanning. On to wave function. Nice. So they'll be able to colonize ice.
Very nice.
Ooh, what's this wonder? Studier of worlds. Be the first to have 8 planets colonized within your empire. Okay. Are you in the process of colonizing? Bracia. Yeah. Bracia 4. It's an outpost right now. Done with that. My ship needs some some direction. So this is Aquarius. I've found Aquarius 1. Inhospitable, 2 curiosity, anomaly curiosity, 2 curiosities on Aquarius 2. Arid. And Aquarius 3 is, I mean, I didn't mean to, technically these are all, I could eventually colonize all of them. Seems to be a much higher rate of ability to colonize in this than in Stellaris, where you could go for ever and not find colonizable planets.
Yeah, but even in Stellaris, your tech level.
Yeah, that's true.
For you to colonize.
Huge lava, inhospitable. We've got 3 anomalies in this system so far. None on Rasum 3, Rasum 4, blue cap mold.
Have you been using your hero to discover the anomalies?
I have to go back and get him. I should go back. Yeah, I forgot to put him in a thing, so he's my fleet's gonna have to go back and get him. Thank you for reminding me.
You can assign him to a fleet without a fleet being there. You can just
No, when I tried to assign him, it said it wouldn't. I couldn't even select the fleet.
Oh.
I'm not sure what was happening. So we had to send them back. Yeah, I'm kind of off in this little, like, offshoot arm of the hyperlane.
Yeah, I can see you.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got me on stream.
Off of QR32.
Mm-hmm.
The one that goes up and east from QR32 is where you'd have to go to fund between.
Okay, I'll do that after I get my hero. Yeah. Okay, for those who aren't used to the Endless series, you have heroes that go with your in this case fleets, but in Endless Legend it was armies, and battles are a lot more involved than in, say, Civ. It becomes kind of like an instance. Now, you've been playing all morning, so you could refresh my memory on if that's the same concept in this as opposed to, say, Stellaris.
What, battles?
Yeah. And Civ.
You have much less control over the battles.
Mm-hmm.
You get to pick kind of overall tactics, but it does the fighting. There's no manual control like there was in Endless Legend.
Okay, so yeah, in Endless Legend you would have, it was like a tile section with these like 6-sided, I think that's a pentagon. Heck, I forget what 6 is, hexagon? Hectagonal, something like that. Anyway, it was 6-sided tiles, and you would move.
Hectagonal is hexagonal.
Hexagonal, yeah. So hexagonal grid, and you would move your things and tell them to attack, and they would move somewhere where they could then attack the units. And all the units were individualized, and the hero was a unit that you could control. Or the hero could go in your city and manage a city. So the hero seems to have a similar function in this one of it can manage a colony, or it can go with your ship, and you didn't necessarily need a hero to explore ruins in Endless Legend, but this one's adding the anomalies. So
you did? I thought you did.
I
thought you did need a hero in Endless Legend.
No, you could do it with armies. It just depended on which one you were going toward. So, see, I'm going to unassign him. I'm going to see if I can see when I click assign to fleet, they're too far away. So, I'm going to keep him in Cancer for now.
So they might need to be in the same system.
Yeah. Oh, wait. I said confirm. There we go. Let my fleet go. I keep wanting to move. Hey, RD-Mac. Oh, and hey, I appreciate the lurk. I saw you doing Twitch Sings yesterday. I wasn't able to pop in because I needed my ears, but I did see you, so I should do this. Give you a shout out. Oh, and then you played House Flipper. Cool.
There are some
Sorry, meant to hit intern.
real life simulation, real life task simulation games. That's something that I don't know that I'm ready to try.
Mm-hmm. It depends. It just depends on it. It just depends on how realistic we're talking. I've said it before. I struggle with inventory management in real life. I don't like dealing with it in games. Especially when you're talking about something as you have a limited number of slots to stick things in, but I could stick 7 massive pieces of armor in those 7 slots. Mm-hmm. So you're telling me that 7 massive pieces of armor weigh less than 100 carats? I don't think so.
But yeah, I would say most games we benefit as players for the management not being realistic.
Yeah. Okay, so the things that you
be able to carry or use nearly as much.
Yeah, so the things that you built. So I remember in Endless Legend when you completed them, did they just go onto your planets or something? Because you had to build them in each city. It's a system thing.
Correct.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. So each system can build some of these, except the wonders, which are Empire.
There are like 1 per system. There's 1 per empire, and then there's 1 per galaxy type creations.
Okay.
So it's the same, like 1 per city, 1 per empire, 1 per world.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So guess who?
Probes recharge at the rate of 1 every 2 turns.
What recharges?
Probes.
Oh yes, probes. I do remember sending out a probe in the game I was playing at your house.
Well, so probes have 2 functions. It's the mechanism is to explore anomalies, but you can also just send a probe to go look at space in a certain direction.
Yeah.
But the hero carries X number of probes, and either thing will use 1.
Okay.
And they recharge, at least at this tech level, they recharge, I think, for me, at 1 every 2 turns.
Okay. Thanks for the info. I knew as soon as I tried to put him in there that I should have gone back and got him then.
Yeah, whatever.
What are you going to do? I'm assuming we're playing this at a not extremely difficult level.
It's normal.
So that I could learn the game.
It's at normal.
Okay. No, well that's fine.
Yeah.
Don't need to have it on easy mode.
What I'm worried about is once I have a tech to colonize a planet, forgetting to go back and colonize it.
Yeah. Something is off with I think. What happens when I turn that one? I think my noise gate isn't working right. Not sure. I don't know how much ambient noise they're getting from my microphone.
Well, I can switch over to the stream, mute you, and then...
You can do that. I can also do it afterward.
I'll do it right now.
Hero management. Come here, my hero. Not the quest log. Unassign. Confirm. What?
Yeah, I wasn't hearing any ambient noise.
Okay, cool. We shall see. So I guess I gotta wait for a couple of turns before I can stick him in there. Oops. So anyway, back to your comment about real life simulations. I think the closest I want to get to that is, say, The Sims.
Yeah.
Which if Art wasn't so busy anymore, I would love to bring her Sim Legacy Challenge back to the stream, but she's so busy, and like the only day she has to just not do anything is Saturdays, and I don't think she's in. She also doesn't. She likes playing the game. She doesn't like entertaining.
Oh yeah.
Kraz.
So that's one of the reasons why I don't stream very often myself, is I don't want to do the. I don't want to do the.
There's a pirate thing.
I just want to play.
There's a pirate thing over Kraz. It's like there's a ship there. Can't get closer to see it though, but it's right there. See? I see you. I see you. I know the ships. I know my ships are idle. I can't do anything about it. I'm waiting for my hero to become free. That was actually something when, because you know how in Civ the major personas are. They're the Civ leaders, but outside of a couple of things that you get to say build, and the outside and a couple of things like that, those personalities don't really have much of an effect on the game. So I was one thing I was really kind of hoping that they would bring in to Civ 6 was the role of like hero / heroine, like, you know, type characters.
Besides great people.
Besides great people, great people is one. Like great people are one-shot things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but how would you? So to me, that seems like it's inconsistent with the.
No, you.
Inconsistent with the theme of the game.
I think you could do it. I think there are things that you could do. So right now they have the great people, and the great people are. They're resources, like Cope With It said. They're resources. I could see a system that they could put in where you could. You have hero / heroine type characters, major figures from history who can only enter the game during their era, and they're there only for a certain period of time. And obviously, you may have to give them a slightly longer lifespans to make it a little bit more function in it, but they don't live forever. And if you're lucky enough to recruit them, then they give you a benefit. So you put them in a city, maybe they boost your art or they boost your science or something while they're there. You put them in with an army, maybe it boosts its exploration or whatever, you know. There, I could see them integrating a system like that if they wanted to. And
so aside from the governors and the great people, you want another type of character.
Yeah, because the governors and the great people are just resources. I mean, a character that can kind of be something interactive that you interact with in the game. That's not just. The governors is a good point. They did kind of bring a system into it that's sort of like that. But latest political survey, it appears that the ecologist political party is in the lead. But who knows what might happen on election day? So the ecologists are at 42%, the scientists are at 38%, the industrialists are 13%, and way in the back are the religious folks. And there's information on all of them, so you can kind of read. They get a lot of information in there about them.
My biggest faction is imperialists, and after that, it's industrialists.
Oh, there you go. Cope with it. It would maybe help if they gave the great people objectives to accomplish in the time frame they are in the game. That could be it.
Yes, okay.
So they're there, you assign them somewhere, and based on where you assign them, you could put them in a city, and based on how that city has been developed or how it benefits from them being there, that could be the determiner in how likely they are to succeed at accomplishing that. And if you succeed in doing it, then you get a benefit that continues on.
So instead of it being a given benefit, so right now, if you use one of the great scientists. Their benefit sometimes has, depending on who the great person is, their benefit may have a contextual use, but make it so that they have to actually accomplish something in order to be able to get that benefit. Yeah,
you don't just click a button and all of a sudden you have a piece of art.
This person has to accomplish certain tasks.
And maybe you need to have a certain wonder in place in order to even have a shot at recruiting them. So say the Sistine Chapel that used to be in the game. If you get the Sistine Chapel, you're more likely to recruit Michelangelo. And if you get Michelangelo, then his goal can he complete the painting of the Sistine Chapel in his lifespan? that he's in the game. And if he does, then that becomes
Sistine Chapel becomes more powerful.
in whatever function it fills, whether it be art, entertainment, whatever. See, here we are, come up with solutions that they'll never use.
Well, that would be difficult because the only person that could get Michelangelo and actually use him would be whoever builds the Sistine Chapel. So in reality, it's just adding a level.
Yeah, but he's also done other things. You could say, instead of doing the Sistine Chapel, maybe you want him to do Mona Lisa, which could go in the Louvre. So if you get the Louvre, that attracts... Because people are getting wonders. They can get wonders prior to.
Was the
Some-
Mona Lisa Leonardo da Vinci?
That's what I meant, Leonardo da Vinci, yeah. So, I think they would have to increase the number of potential characters that you would introduce into the game.
Okay.
So that each civilization has a cadre that they could call from.
Okay, yeah. Rather than, right now, the great people, even though they're named and their abilities are contextual sometimes.
Yeah, it just depends on who. Yeah, anybody can get them. But if you made them something that was unique to that empire. I mean, because they pride themselves on their taking empires that are not exactly well known, but that existed, and putting them in the game, going into that empire's history and finding someone who was an artist of some kind, and giving them an objective that they can complete inside that empire's thing. Of course, it also comes down to the whole let's say that Italy/Rome manages to get, but balance, yeah, but Italy/Rome manages to get Michelangelo or Leonardo da Vinci, but somebody else builds the Sistine Chapel. Then whatever it is that they're going to do is going to have to change.
Yeah.
Because that could be a game strategy, stealing wonders to prevent you from getting the benefit that character would otherwise, that extra bonus that would otherwise get. That just becomes a game strategy right there. What can I prevent you from getting? Who are you in the game? Oh, you're Rome. Well, then I'm going to try to get the Sistine Chapel for myself, so you can't get the Sistine Chapel plus the bonus of whatever.
Sorry, I thought I'd already pressed enter. I was waiting. I was like, what
You're fine.
Come on, let's play.
Your outpost turned into a colony. Yay! Yeah, see, okay. So yeah, this is this little window down here, the production thing. Can I make it bigger? No. I don't think I can. Oh, it just makes it slightly larger. I wish I could make that a little bit bigger, like zoom in on it. But, so down here,
Construction queue?
it could also, cope with it says it could also just be that unique characters are specific to individual cities, like unique units or buildings. Yeah, that's kind of what we're talking about. But you know how right now, Japan could build the Colosseum or the Statue of Liberty. Japan could build those wherever they happen to be, because the wonders are a get it and you get the benefit kind of a thing.
Yeah, they intentionally make it so they try to keep the historical context somewhat into their historical civilizations, historical buildings, but they want you to rewrite history.
Yeah, it would be fun if instead of Japan being able to build the Statue of Liberty, they had their own version that if they built first, then the Statue of Liberty becomes unbuildable. But I think that's getting way down in the weeds.
Or
So yeah,
categories of wonders, and only one or two wonders in a certain category get full power, and then have like a diminished power for anybody who builds wonders in that category after one or two have already been built.
Yeah. So each planet, each colony, as I was saying earlier, has this little queue thing. So you saw me earlier put some of these into the production thing for that my original colony. So now the second one, I can do the same thing. So
yeah, so it's a new system. Each system, so it's system level management. So you can have multiple planets in a system colonized, and that increases the resources available in that system. But you can't build this like two of the same building on two planets in the same system. So it's system level management.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have two systems colonized, you can build independently in each of them. But two planets in the same system can't build their own buildings.
Okay, so
And actually, when you're colonizing a new system,
expedition successful. Sorry, I was doing an anomaly. Go ahead.
two factions can be attempting to colonize planets in the same system at the same time. Whoever's outpost reaches colony first gets that system.
Ah. Your analysis of the life form was successful. We have found the Tikkanen. Go ahead.
When you're colonizing, there's some options that change the rate of outpost to colony growth.
Mm-hmm.
And that's so that like sometimes you'll be competing with some other faction.
Okay. We have discovered iconic crystals. Or ionic crystals, not iconic crystals. And we have our second colony. Yay! We're going to stay here for a second so we can do those other anomalies. So how do I don't want to auto-explore or guard or put to sleep or skip turn. How do I have him do the anomalies on the other planets?
So put your cursor over the anomaly exploration. Hang on. I need to make sure that what I'm seeing, you can't progress past it or else I won't be able to help.
Yeah, so I see I've got the 4 planets. In last turn I was able to do the 2 that were on Brescia 2. But now this turn there's some on there are 3 more in the system on one on Brescia 1.
Hang on.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the stream to catch up. I don't know how far behind it is. And I'm not clicking anything.
Put your cursor over one of the things where you would explore. Even though you can't press it, even though it's grayed out, put your cursor over it. You get a pop-up.
One cannot afford 1 probe.
And now it says
yeah, they're the requirements.
Yours is different. So mine gives me a cooldown indicator. It says how long. Try instead of the anomaly button on the planet, in the UI, in the user interface down at the bottom, there's a little planet question mark with a magnifying glass. Put your cursor over that instead.
When I'm not
On the far left. Yeah, you still have. So you have to have your ship selected. You have to have your hero selected. You have to be in the screen where you could.
Yeah, I see. I just don't see the thing with the planet with the magnifying glass.
You're changing the perspective.
Yeah, I'm back now. I'm looking at the ship.
On the far left of the user interface.
Mm-hmm.
There's a grayed out planet with a question mark and a magnifying glass.
Yeah, cannot afford 1 probe. That's what it said.
It also says cool down 1 turn.
Ah, yeah, there it is. I see it now. Thank you.
Yep. So like I was saying before, your probe stockpile has, I don't know if it's going to be exactly the same for you or not, but for me it's 1 probe every 2 turns.
I think that's it, yeah. And I did 2 last time, so both of my probes were out. That or he had probes saved. I don't know where he was saving those probes, but
Well, where would you normally see?
he clearly had them somewhere.
I mean, anal probes, right?
Hey now.
What?
So we have an election. Select a political party to support. Now, see, I don't remember this element being in Endless Legends, so this feels a little bit more like Stellaris influencing Endless Space. I know that this game was in development for a long time, and Stellaris kind of came out and stole its thunder.
So there was still factions in Endless Legend.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh wait, no, I'm thinking Stellaris. I am thinking Stellaris.
Yeah, you're thinking Stellaris. This feels like Stellaris because it came up first and kind of stole this game's thunder.
Depending on how you're depending on how, like, what type of civilization you were, you could vote on different political parties.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't for everybody. It was just specific civs that had that.
And it costs you some of your.
Types.
It provides you provide a resource boost. But I don't know what the resource cost is.
It tells you Empire resource. Oh, official support is free. You don't have a choice. You don't have other choices. I mean, you have a choice between the faction, but you don't have a choice in how you support. For my civ, I do have other choices in how to support.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I have 6 choices here.
Official support is whoever you choose to officially support. It's a free.
Okay. So let's see how the votes break down. We have 2 systems voting.
I have some intimidation options that cost influence.
Maybe that's part because of your civ. Potentially.
I'm guessing. I don't know.
So 3 representatives in this system, 2 in this system. That's the vote breakdown. And the results. Looks like I don't know how to read this.
So the bigger the graph, that the green flashing is how they grew in that past vote.
Ah, okay. So it looks like the ecologists, the scientists, and the industrialists all grew their party.
The further to the right, the more influential they are. So it looks like your ecologists are the most influential, then the scientists are the second most influential.
So we have hardship ready. Enables colonization of telluric planets, however you will suffer a minus 50% FIDS penalty. I'm sure FIDS is explained someplace else. Green fertility bill, plus 2 food per person on anomaly, plus 5%.
Food industry dust sites.
Yeah, so plus 2 food industry.
All of them.
And what's the little colorful block? Plus 5% colorful block per anomalies on colonized planet systems? Like chance to get it?
No, that's FIDS. That's the orange is food industry. The green is food. The yellow is dust.
Okay. So the anomalies basically increase that by
5% to all of them. Yeah.
Okay, so minus 25% luxury cost for increasing population growth rate. Cool copies clause. And the new colony rules. So we have. Do I have to pick them, or are they just?
So this is just a hey, this is what you have available now. There's another screen altogether where you pick your laws.
Yeah, I think it's. Well, I'm waiting for the turn. Okay, so the turn. I think it's on here. Senate breakdown. So 3 college. That forced law activation. The hardship ready law has been activated in your empire. Okay. So we have 3 ecologists, 1 industrialist, and 1 scientist in our 5 representative Senate. Okay, so I can add another law. So we have the Super Tax Act. Increase money, decrease happiness. Or is that approval? Is that approval?
The what? Purple?
The purple thumb?
It's happiness approval, same thing.
Happiness approval, okay. So We have the Cram Exam Act, +3 science, -2 approval. Boost in education. Toys for boys. Get new gadgets. +20 approval, -10% production. So we give them toys and they become less productive. Imagine that.
But if you're suffering for approval/happiness.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. So new colony, that's the +20% food production and +25 approval during 5 turns of establishing a colony. Dirty Hands Act, 10% system improvement production cost on system. The Green Fertility Bill, +2 food. That's the one from before, and the Cool Copies one. Yeesh. So the first 3 look like they're just general, like they're independents. And then I've got 1 for industrial, 1 for science, and 2 for the... System improvement production costs seems like a good one to have since we're still developing systems. +1 star, which is that's influence, right? Like that you get to use diplomatic points. Is that what I remember correct? Yeah, so that's something you can use elsewhere. So I'm going to pass that law. And then I can pass 1 more. I don't... I think I'm going to pass the Green Fertility. There we go. So laws upkeep. So at this point I'm not gaining any stars. Okay, so that's government. He has this scientist has no skills whatsoever. All right, so let's exit the Senate screen. So, and we had a couple laws get canceled, I'm guessing because of the election.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
No, that's not what I wanted. This is what I want. So we are doing an anomaly. Successful on Brachia. +25% science production. For a load, we found something we can work on. Now we have to wait. Oh, select the technology. Oh, I forgot. I forgot about that part. What is this? Optics Research Labs. Which would give us that. Thought I was working on that. I'm almost done with that. No. Why is it suggesting the one that I already did? That makes no sense to me. Xenealogy. -20% required to unlock next hero on Empire. Academy, Embassy. So that's for boosting your heroes. Plasma Metallurgy. Grants Interplanetary Transport Network. Yeah, you kind of have to spend some time getting used to how they display the information, and you just kind of decide which is more important to you. Do you want to focus on your science and exploration versus developing your empire? So you just you first have to pick which one you want to focus on, and then go from there. I'm playing a science-heavy civilization, so I generally lean towards science and exploration and empire development, and then later move into economy and trade. My counterpart over there, he likes to do military, which means he also has to start with science and economy to get there. So for now, for this one, I'm focusing on the left and the lower quadrant. And I'm trying to figure out why this thing is saying I should do one that I've already done. I don't get it. Like the suggested box is right over top of one that I've already done. I don't know.
That may be one that you started with.
Maybe because of the way the law is passed, I can't finish it. It's locked now. It looks like.
I don't know.
Is this their way of saying
I would say
elections have consequences?
wave function control. I don't know.
Yeah, that's wave function control. That's the one I was working on, and now I can't. Maybe
Well, you may have it queued.
No, my queue emptied for some reason. I didn't finish it. It's just the only thing that changed this time was the election happened. So I'll find something else. They want me to focus on
I would
genealogy.
look at the different things that you've done, the things that you've done recently, and
The election, and then I passed those laws. And then as soon as I passed those laws, a thing popped up that said certain laws have been retracted, and I'm wondering if that did it.
So what I'm trying to tell you is, if I were in your shoes, I would go back and look into details about those things. You just told me what they did, but I'm telling you, I would look at the details on them to see if any of those could have the effect that you're describing.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so that's the law that was required to go in effect. I didn't have a choice about it. Says enables colonization of telluric non-gas planets. So then if I go back to the technology screen, what I've been working on was ice colony. Maybe that's not... Maybe, I don't know. But I can do other ones that have colonizing options. It's confusing. $276 a turn, and I'm doing 54 a turn, so that would be 5 turns. A little less than 5 turns. Yeah, now I'm just experiencing the paralysis. What do I pick? Because I had a path, and then it kind of got changed on me.
While you're doing that, I'm going to go heat up some coffee.
You do that. I don't mean to get lost in this, but I'm still learning it. So we can colonize tundra. This would allow us to colonize steppes. What's around me? Let's see. So this is... I'll need to build a module for that, that's for sure. Colonize ash, colonize lava, colonize lava. Okay. So then here. This is toxic. And desert. Okay. Then the only other place I found was here. Savannah. But I think because those pirates are there, I can't do anything with this. So what about Omdor? Yeah, because those pirates are there, I can't see it. So this is... Well, I just want to see. Ice, ice, and then barren. And this is ice. Now this is toxic, arid, arid. And then up here, lava, gas, arid, ash, arid. Don't really see anything as a steps in any of that. Don't know what's down there. So this is ash, lava, lava. Ash, lava, lava. This is Lava Savannah. Now, I remember seeing Savannah on there. Where was Savannah? It's right there. Steppes, snow, Savannah. Let's do this one. And then this one. Might as well knock those out. And then what's this one? Steppes. I don't really see too many steps. That's snow. We'll just stick for those with those two for now. Just queue those two. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to. That's taken care of. My fleet's staying there because I need more anomalies to look at. And baryonic shielding looks like it's only going to take one more turn. Population gained. Planet of Cancer has gained. Nice. Public-private partnerships. Ah, that's on. Is it this one? So let's build. This is an incubator. It's a colonizer. Did we build that already? Let's do sustainable farms. Ultra greenhouses. Intensive care units. I still need gas. I still need a couple of resources for that one. I don't know what I can't see. It's not going to let me see the actual resource until I have it. Welcome back.
Did you figure out what you were trying to find?
Yeah, I decided on to focus on a couple of options that allowed me to colonize planets that are nearby. I was basing it on which planets I could colonize. Oh. Dang it, I didn't mean to do that. I don't know if he can do anything this turn anyway. No, he's got one more town, so it doesn't matter.
I was also thinking, I'm not sure if your law was different, but I'm able to abolish some laws. There's one I cannot. My first primary law. But that's the one I can't. That's the one that I think changed it. The one that I can't abolish, based on the party that won. A distant stellar giant about 80 times the size of an average star has just gone supernova. Capitalizing on the immediate attention drawn by the event, a pacifist group within your empire has launched a campaign to bring home the fleets that were monitoring the event rather than leave them on patrol. Increases the pacifist political ideology. Oh, you don't even have an option except for support.
Yeah.
That's what happens when I have, and this was the same in Endless Legend, depending on your faction, depending on your who you're playing, there's some things that you don't have choices on. You just have to do one thing or another.
Intergalactic peace has led to a price decrease for military ships.
Yeah, I have a couple queued right now, and their production time frame just dropped a bit.
Nice.
You can also, as your tech goes up, your weapons on your ship do not automatically upgrade.
Okay.
You have to go through the ship designer to make changes.
Yeah.
And then any existing fleets have to go back to a home port to update. Even then, it's not automatic. They have to go to a home port, and then there's a button you have to press.
It's never automatic.
That includes your drive system.
It's always complicated.
But I mean, levels of complexity. If all you wanted was super simple, I mean, it's finding the balance that keeps it entertaining and captivating. And
So, I will be right back. You need to entertain everybody.
Oh, are you going to end your turn first or no?
Yeah, let me finish that. So research complete, baryonic shielding. I should be going on to have, yep, okay. Oh, and this guy should be able to zoom in closer. Oh, hero ship design. Not doing that right now.
Nope.
I need you
Don't
to.
do it right now.
I need you.
Take care of business.
I'm trying to as soon as I send this probe off.
Oh.
I think that's it for this turn. I must have had like 2 probes there at the beginning for some reason. Blue cap mold. Yep. Okay. I'll be back.
All right. So it was kind of funny. I was expecting was hoping that we could do multiple. I don't know. I'm always trying for those wonders are the first in the game to do it. Dad joke mode activated. No, I'm the one that gives the dirty jokes. I'll say the inappropriate things while he's gone. Although, because we're supporting Extra Life, anytime he's running with the Extra Life banner, he asks that we keep it relatively clean. When we're not streaming, though, that's when it comes out. Oh, have some rivals here next to me. I'm still trying to get my ships down to his area so we can trade. Yeah, yesterday he had to cut off his stream early, just run. There's nobody else there to keep it going. Oh, bye-bye. Oh, let's see. I forget whether it was last night or the night before. He and his family, he and his wife and kid, they were coming up with movie names that were euphemisms for taking a crap.
That was 2 nights ago.
That was 2 nights ago? Okay. Yeah, I slept most of yesterday.
Yeah. That was.
I think poop euphemisms, scat humor counts as dad jokes, right?
Pretty sure it does. I remember what the last one was.
The end.
This is the end. Okay, so one more turn. I should be.
Some of the better ones from that conversation were Deep Impact, somebody said, and The Rock.
Dante's Peak. Anaconda. The Green Mile.
Oh, that was good, yeah.
8 Mile.
The whole 9 yards.
Ugh.
I think somebody had said that. I think that's what you said, which led her to say The Green Mile.
Yeah, it was. The Meg. Which do you know what that movie is?
No.
It's a story about a massive shark.
Like Jaws.
Yeah, only much bigger.
Moby Dick.
That one was another one. Gone with the Wind. It's never ending. Oh yeah, remember the never ending story? All right. I finished my turn. So I think at this point I have, what was it? Savannas? Is that what it was? I was looking at. That's lava. New events. Call a spaceman a spaceman. On some of your systems, an antiquated classification system used to categorize minor civilization citizens has the religious community up in arms. The classification system is mostly meaningless at this point, but to officially accede to the protesters' demands would be a small bureaucratic nightmare. And?
So the impact, so you get to choose which.
So minus 10 approval and systems on Empire for 10 turns, plus increases scientists' political ideology for 20 turns. Or minus 15 production for 10 turns, increases religious political ideology for 2 turns. Well, duh. I'm going to go for the one that improves science. So thank you for keeping everybody entertained while I was gone.
Didn't really do much.
Titanium. Woohoo. So that means now I can build. And once I colonize this one. No, I have colonized it. I need. Oh, my hero leveled up. Assign skills. So this is where again you improve your hero based on what you want them to do. So if you want them to be a manager, then you would obviously improve manager things.
With that though, outer tiers. Let's see. So if you want, let's just say you wanted to go to the skill tree, the top one. To get to the next level, you have to have used 4 points in that category So
Yeah.
essentially, sometimes you'll have to be forced to put skills into something that you don't care about, or that you don't intend on using, just so you can get to that next.
To the next tier. Yeah, that makes sense. Cosmic Castaway, +4 experience per turn on fleet, +1 vision range. Or Optimal Experts.
One of the things I
Optimal.
like to do is I like to look at the outer 1 or 2 layers to see what the most beneficial for what I want him to end up being. But I mean, sometimes that's not really good at work either.
So, well, if you look if you look at it that way, then
Just future planning.
the left one means increased happiness, but minus 20% money production, versus plus 60% science on system.
So if he's
Or-
complete, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah. It's hard to, some of them it looks like I'm not going to be able to see what the benefit is until I start going on it. Like level 1, well, maybe not. Maybe once I get there. Okay. Starting skills, 10% fleet health and 1 if assigned to the fleet, and then if assigned home, 1+1 science production or industry per population. So again, it's if assigned. +4 on ship. I think for now I'm going to go with, I'm going to keep him out and about, so let's add the experience to the ship. Okay, so I think we've done all of the, no, that's not what I wanted. Yeah. Okay, so let's send him on to, is there anything here anomalies wise? Doesn't look like it. That's not what I meant to do. Fleet. Took 4 turns to get there. The hero leveled up. Yes, I got that. Technology stayed unlocked in Science and Exploration Quadrant. Ooh, now there's a wonder that's open. So let's go to this planet here. But it doesn't look like... Oh, hey, we're looking at the planet. And just because you have access to a resource doesn't mean you're getting it. You do have to research the technology to mine it.
Yep.
Oh yeah, see there's the new one, the ITR. So, and it shows you it. I wish that you could have something stay visible so then you can move your mouse over and point at the stuff. But it shows the requirements at the bottom.
Yeah.
That's
Pop-ups are pretty handy at giving information.
yeah. So when you're looking at a system, so you have 2 colonies in the system, are they both contributing to the same? Are they both contributing to the same production queue?
Yes.
So it's a system-wide production queue for the things that you're building there. So sustainable farms is being, it's not like each planet can each have their own.
With the exception of the planets can have specializations. I can't do it yet, but
Yeah.
you can. The little gear or the little wrench at the very below a planet, you can specialize your planets.
Okay, I see it now.
I cannot do that yet, but you can.
Well, basically it's just exoscience stations. I should have sent them back the other direction.
Yeah, I think you have to have anomalies. You have to be able to take advantage of anomalies there right now, at least.
I think it actually it became available when I finished those 2 that I finished.
Oh, okay.
So this is desert. We don't really have any deserts though. Snow. We have a lot of ice planets. Let's do that one.
So the snow and the desert, they're not overarching categories for cold planets.
Now it's letting me
It's
finish
very
wave control function.
If it specifically says snow.
Okay.
Whereas
Well,
if it
yeah,
says
yeah.
ice, then you have to have the one that says ice.
Yeah, I saw that. Cool. All right, so it's now 2:45, which means we're 15 minutes past my normal end time, but we started a little late, so I'm going to go until 3 o'clock and then we're stopping. Because I do have other things I do need to do today.
Yeah, I was going to say, we can still stop, even though we didn't go as... Oh, a pirate.
A pirate? You have a pirate?
He's headed the opposite direction of me. Yeah, so you cannot change directions in the middle of a hyperlink. You have to get to the next system before you can turn around.
Yeah.
So I passed the pirate on my way in.
Hey, wave function control complete. It's always nice when the research you were working on you finally get back to. So that means we can now colonize ice.
Nice.
Let's look at the planets that are here. This is desert, so yeah, I could do desert. That may be why it's suggesting it. Is that, oh, where's the desert? There, yeah, we'll do that one. And then that one, and that one, and then that one. There. There, now I don't have to worry about research for a while. Come on, fleet, do your job. Fly back home. We have a new population on Bracia. Of course, we'll add that to the queue. Why wouldn't we add that to the queue? I keep wanting to move the map around using AWSD.
Yeah, click. You can left click and drag.
Yeah, but you can also use the arrows.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was trying to do before. I mean, that's really all I was trying to do with AWSD.
Yeah.
Fly home, fly home. And Cancer has gained another population. Am I losing influence? I can't tell. Yes, I am losing influence. Something's from system influence and from law upkeep. There. I took one down. That fixed that problem. Looks like I'm gonna have a fight on my hands to get out of here. To go up that direction towards you because it looks like Kraz has been populated by somebody.
Yes, however...
Looks like it's a pirate.
It's the pirates. Yeah, that's right, it's the pirates.
Makes me glad I got over here to this star system before they were able to completely lock me in back here. I mean, technically they still could, but they would have to take this one out. I don't know how proactive the pirates are. It looks to me like some other civilization has moved into a system near Rassam. Just based on the way the map is revealing to me. There's a line, like a white line of influence. But my visibility only goes along the space lane.
You could send a probe.
That is true. But not currently. Gotta be orbiting a star system to send probes.
Can you... Oh, yeah. Can you zoom out so I can see relevant, like, relative to the galaxy, that area that you're talking about?
Is that far enough?
Hang on, you let it catch up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, put your cursor over the system you were indicating.
Up here. Right up there near the top. I can zoom in on it.
For this, right? Oh no, it's center.
Yeah, center top. I'll zoom in on it. You can see what I'm talking about then.
No, I don't want you to zoom in on it because I need to be able to see in relation to myself.
There's clearly something.
I know, but I can't look at it if you're zoomed in.
No, I zoom back out. It's hard to tell. Well, it's northwest of QR32.
Oh, I haven't seen QR32
yet. Yeah, so.
I'm trying to judge it based off of relation to the interior.
I'll figure it out in a minute, in a little bit.
Actually, it doesn't even look like we're in the same galaxy. Yes, it does.
This depends on the angle you're looking at it.
What's that? Where's that green? Can you zoom out even more?
I just put my mouse over where I am. I zoomed out and I've tried to center it on the galaxy.
Okay. Yeah, like everything, not everything, but a lot of things look different for me. So it's hard to...
It's okay, we can figure it out later.
Okay, yeah, it's not me. It's fine. Oh, it also looks different because I have different graphics settings. It defaults to beautiful and I have it on fantastic, so mine looks different than yours. So there are reference points that I'm looking for that we just don't have that are the same.
Yeah, see, I decreased the quality because I was afraid that was the problem.
Impact the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be me, it might not. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll find out. Eventually we'll find out.
Yes. Population gained. Fantastic. So I have 32 turns to the Endless Research Park in Endless World.
Fun.
So we will see. Either I'll get upgrade it, or I won't.
Nice. Got some experience on my ships.
Very nice. You succeeded at researching cancer.
Guess I did. Everyone's gonna get sick now.
What did you do?
I still have an anomaly here, don't I? Yeah, I've got one, so I'm not leaving yet. I think I'll have to wait 2 turns before I can research. Or, I mean, explore. What happened here? Military ship prices decrease.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna get all this nice big military fleet.
Well, I am paused because I don't want to let my best upkeep go so far as to be unmanageable.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, hero level up.
It's always nice.
Mm-hmm. Must extend your influence to get it. Well, that's fine. It would be nice
One
to
more
have
turn. One more turn, then we can do it.
Man, I'm not seeing hyperlanes that even let me get out towards you.
You may not be able to. Okay, and we're looking at the last anomaly. Plus 50 influence. Nice. I'll take that. Thank you very much. So I'm going to send my ship here. And then by the time it gets there, I should be able to launch a probe from there in a specific direction. So we finished some construction on our second colony, or really our third colony. Second system. Just completed evaporation inhibitors. Can now colonize desert. Which means
You have another colony you can put down now?
mm-hmm. In my first system. And then over here. No, that's lava, ash.
So I don't have any hyperlanes that I've found that head over towards you yet.
We'll see.
Yeah.
If one's there, I'm sure you'll find it. Population. The planet is growing. Now I can colonize snow.
New minor civilization discovered. Haroshims.
Yeah, I got discovered one a while too on one of the planets. I'm not exactly sure what role they play in this one, but one turn. Okay, so it's in turn. And onward we go. Well, it's just about that time, so I have to think after I take my next turn, we're going to wrap this for today. Tomorrow, we bring back RimWorld. I'm going to be playing the Hot Potato.
Woo! Which will probably be the end of
Our Hot Potato run, yeah. One way or the other.
the next one set up. 7.3 days left is where we're standing on charging the generator of the ship.
Yep, well, that's tomorrow. We shall see. So launch probe in
Ship here. Oh, that's the Haroshims.
that direction. Cool, so I launched the probe.
Nice.
I don't have to stay there, right? I can just keep going. I can, now that I've launched it,
Probe could do its thing.
so let's send them this direction. Okay. No, I don't want to overwrite that. Oh, there you go. Okay. Well, actually, I don't even know if this one is going to be... Ah, it does show it. Cool. So, well, sorry for the late start today. Still not entirely sure what was happening. But, hey, we figured it out so we could stream.
Yeah.
Of course. What's this? Alright, got that. I don't think I'm the only one having an issue staying, because someone that went live already just went live again. Of course it's not right. This is bugging me. There we go. If I didn't want it stretched to screen, I would have already said that. Anyway,
Yeah.
so thanks for joining me today, Chalice Mike. It was fun. Well,
Absolutely.
I think we should continue playing this one. It's different.
Yeah. I will save the game if you want to wrap this up now.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I mean, we can keep the game up for a second if you want.
Okay.
But I'll be right back. So say goodbye, Chalice Mike.
Bye-bye, everybody.
All right. So I will be back tomorrow, as I said, with some more RimWorld. I'll be playing what could potentially be the final chapter of our hot potato run. I mean, depending on how it goes, I could just go and knock it out. We'll see. So stay tuned for that. It will also depend on how much work I get done prior to it, but hopefully I'm not going to not finish it I'm not going to finish it off of stream. I will finish it on stream. So it'll either happen tomorrow or it'll happen Monday. Hopefully tomorrow. So in the meantime, I'm going to cast a host. I know she's still on, so I'll go ahead and go with this one for today. No, my stream puppy's not on. I turned it off just in case that was also causing problems. So I'm going to cast a host for Whoa Jess. She's playing a different game today, Throne of Lies. Yesterday she was doing the hot potato. I thought today was her hot potato day. Oh no, it is. Yeah, today is her hot potato. So yeah, that's exactly why I wanted to go there. So she's participating in a 7-person hot potato, and that's what inspired us to do kind of our own little hot potato. So we're gonna go over there, and if you're not already following her, you should. She's highly entertaining. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you again. Bye.